Konnichiwa! Good afternoon and welcome to my new video. I'm not actually into all these review things, but yesterday night literally made me create this video today. Because yesterday night I finished watching the first season of Riverdale, detective plus romance and drama TV series that started out January this year. I'm experiencing my aesthetic hangover right now that you kind of feel after you watched a good TV series or the book you just read. So that's why I'm kind of cherry blossom today. So maybe it didn't work out well on me, but I tried to at least. And so this TV series actually kept my heart beating till the last moment, and it actually was jumping out of my chest because that was so intense, that was so great and wonderful. I've basically drowned in my own emotions watching this. That was about to be exactly the right TV drama I needed for the time being. So if you're into some love and drama TV series with some intense kiss moments or plot flexes, you're very welcome to watch it. But one more thing, this is actually this type of girlish TV series that based on emotional part and relationships, which I'm personally like that into. But if you feel like you're not into some of those, so maybe that's not exactly the best for you. And if you haven't watched it yet, so you better turn my video off because the second part of it will be full of spoilers. So 5 reasons for me going crazy about Riverdale can be pretty obvious to you, but maybe not. So let's talk about it. So the first reason is, of course, an amazing pairing Bughead that literally makes every scene the brightest, the gentlest, the sweetest out of all. You know, Bughead did actually have their story background, although lots of people love to say that they kind of hooked up randomly during Jensen's murder investigation. But you can actually see it from the very beginning, like the way Jug looked at Betty, the way they were communicating with each other, and how did it lead to their relationship eventually. I can't even stand it! The way they are treating each other, the way they are being that supportive to each other. This is just so cool, it just literally melts my shipper's heart, like just in the air. Moving on to the next reason. So this one is, you'll never guess who. This one is for Cheryl Blossom. Look, I know what you're thinking right now, like, she's a bitch, she thinks that she rules everything in this entire town, and she's being just literally being taken down by the main characters every time. But that's not all about it. In the first episodes we see her as a devil that lost her own brother during the horrible accident. She uses it as an excuse to behave like a total bitch. But moving forward to the last episodes, we see how poor she really is, how much pain she goes through, how difficult it is for her to be a part of this crazy family that doesn't even care about their own son, who she loves the most eventually. So she is this character with a question mark that you will probably hate at first, but will love in the end. Plus 1 point for her amazing makeup and outfits, because they are just unbelievably cool. So the third reason to love Riverdale is all those love triangles and relationships that happen to be an actual thing. You can barely follow all those love lines in the TV series, like the 1 second you are focused on Bughead, and the next second you see this thing going on between Veronica and Archie, and you're like, oh my god, they just kissed, oh my god, they're just doing it right now, oh my god, they just hooked up, and you're like, oh, what's going on? This may keep you confused on the other hand, but eventually you just sit in front of your screen without an actual possibility to take an actual breath, because this is so intense. This is the best place for all the shippers to be, because there are so many love lines and there are so many pairings you can make and there's so many people to ship, and me personally, I'm Team Bughead. Never mind. So the fourth reason is the way of storytelling, like this Jughead's voice on the background that is actually describing everything that's going on in the first scenes of each episode. And sometimes Jughead tells his own opinion through this. One time it was about a night when Archie rejected Betty as a girlfriend, and Jughead's voice then said that there wasn't only one heart that was broken that night, there was two of them. So we can probably say that Jughead was talking about his own heart that night, because what Archie did hurt Betty so much and she was so upset about it, which made Jughead, that liked her so much, upset too. So the fifth reason, finally, the detective part of it all. So you can kind of make a guess about Jason's murder at first, but most likely it wouldn't be true. The plot keeps you anxious, it makes you suspect each one of them, because one moment you see the Jughead's dad, that is a serpent that breaks the law every time, and maybe he is guilty for that. The next moment you see the Coopers, their family, like mother and father, and you think like maybe they had a motive to kill a Blossom child, but then you just keep thinking and thinking and thinking, and with all these things going on in the story, you can't actually truly guess who was this. Who would have ever thought that Jason's murder was that close with him? So that was it for my Riverdale review. I'm still having this aesthetic hangover that I'm going through. I do not know how to deal with it. So thank you so much for watching this video anyways. Sorry for the light, because I'm filming at night and that looks horrible probably to you, but I do not have other opportunities. So thank you so much for watching, sayonara, and see you really soon. Bye. Mwah.